Happy New Year everyone. I thought what better way to start the new year than with some new plants. So yeah, I popped to Dobbies Garden Centre the other day and I had a look what they had in stock. They had a few really good things. They also had some really good sale items as well. So the first plant that I got, you might be able to see behind me. This one is the Ficus alii, and I've actually had my eye out for one of these for about the past year. And I'd seen them online and they were quite expensive. So I decided to keep my eye out for one, and I happened to see this one the other day and it was only just over £20 for this really huge plant. And yeah, I just fell in love with it. It looks really healthy and I think it's a little bit less finicky than some other ficus plants. I did a bit of reading online and a lot of sources seem to say that it's less likely to lose its leaves if you move it around and stuff like that, but it's quite a big plant and I have it kind of here in the corner lifted up a bit so it kind of fills this space really nicely. And yeah, I don't have my grow light on at the moment. I've turned them off because they're a bit too harsh when I'm filming, but it does get plenty of light there from the grow light. So yeah, it still seems to be growing new leaves at the moment, so hopefully that will continue. But I just really love this one. The structure of it is really cool and it's kind of got a leaf shape that I haven't really seen in that many plants before. And yeah, I don't know if anyone else has this plant, what your experience of it is, but I think it's a really beautiful plant and it's really nice to add kind of like a big plant to my collection to fill that space. So I kind of feel like I needed that bit of wall space there filled because I just need all the space filled with plants, and I feel like this one is a really good kind of space filler there. And hopefully this one will be easy to care for. I'm just leaving it to kind of settle in at the moment. So next I decided to get a Tradescantia Nanook, and I have actually had one of these before and I ended up getting rid of it because this is a plant that tends to need quite a lot of upkeep. Eventually it gets quite straggly and you have to propagate it and all that kind of thing, and mine had just gone wrong and I got rid of it. But every time I go to the garden centre I keep seeing these and thinking how pretty they are, and I decided I really wanted to get another one. So this time I'm just going to keep up with the propagating and whatever it needs, and yeah, I'm just going to do whatever I need to do to maintain this plant because yeah, I just decided that I definitely want this one in my collection. I don't want to be put off because of the maintenance that Tradescantias require. I really like them, and they're kind of known for getting kind of brown ratty leaves eventually, and you kind of have to propagate them because they get quite leggy and brown and a little bit untidy. But I've decided that it's worth it because look at that gorgeous pink purple colour. If I turn it around you can kind of see it on the back of the leaves too. It's a really pretty plant, and I think this one actually has bigger leaves than the one I used to have, so that's really good. But yeah, I just decided that it was worth the hassle. So yeah, hopefully I can keep this one looking nice. It's quite a nice specimen. It's difficult to find a specimen of Tradescantia that's perfect because, as I say, you do tend to get browning of the leaves, but I kind of took my time to pick what I thought was the best one. So I'm actually really happy to have this one in my collection again. I love pink plants and this is one of the prettiest plants. It kind of looks good from a distance, I think, this one. So recently my Cebu Blue got root rot and it had a really bad spider mite infestation. The double whammy of that, it ended up getting root rot because of the spider mites, because I was spraying it down so often to get rid of them. And yeah, I think I accidentally caused some overwatering and I was really sad because I absolutely loved my Cebu Blue. So by chance I went to Dobbies and in the sale section they had this amazing plant, and yeah, it was only £10, would you believe, and it has such gorgeous fenestrations on it. It's a really nice specimen, so I kind of felt like God had put it there for me as a kind of second chance. So yeah, I snapped it up of course, and hopefully this one will do a lot better. And the original Cebu Blue that I lost, I have chopped it up into bits and I put it in propagators. I now have some heated propagators, so I'm putting them in there and I'm propagating them so the old plant, it won't go to waste. And yeah, I couldn't believe that I found this one. It was the only one in the sale, and it was almost like, as I say, it was meant to be because it was the only one there, and it's pretty much in perfect condition. I think maybe it's in the sale because one of the vines has been snapped off, but just look at those absolutely beautiful fenestrations. Isn't it amazing? So yeah, I've got a second chance at this plant, so I have to be really careful to make sure I don't make the same mistake again. Hopefully it won't get spider mites, but if it does, I will have to be extra careful this time about accidentally overwatering. So yeah, if you are treating for spider mites, do be aware that it's really easy to accidentally overwater, because I definitely don't overwater my plants when I give them water. But yeah, this is another way that overwatering can occur, unfortunately. And yeah, I've kind of learned my lesson, so I'm being a lot more careful with all of my plants, making sure that I don't make that mistake again. And then another plant I got, I actually saw this last time I was in the garden centre and I really wanted to get it, but I wasn't actually buying plants that day, so I didn't, but they actually still had it when I went back in. I think it was the same plant, it looked like the same one to me. But it is this Ripsalis, and I'm not actually sure exactly what type of Ripsalis this is. Maybe you guys could tell me, but I do know that it's really pretty, and yeah, I've just watered it because it was bone dry, and it's just looking really good. It's a pretty full plant, as you can see, full hanging plant, and yeah, I just decided to give it a go. I guess this is a succulent. I mean, it looks like a succulent, so it kind of looks a bit like my rickrack cactus, only on a smaller scale. I'm sure many of you have this one, and yeah, I'm sure you can probably tell me exactly which one it is, but it's just such a fresh green colour, and I love how it's growing. It's got kind of a really cool growth structure. There's one branch here that's kind of got bits growing off the side of it as well. See there? So presumably it starts branching out like that. But yeah, I just thought it was so cool, and it's not really a plant I've ever seen in real life before, and whenever I've seen it online kind of thing, I've never really been that attracted to it. But when I saw it in real life, I thought, wow, that's really pretty. I've got to get that one. So yeah, I got one of these, and seems to be doing well. I haven't actually found a proper place for it yet, but I'm sure I'll find a place for it. I really like it. It's so pretty. So yeah, I'm definitely interested to know if any of you guys have got this one. Do you know what type of Ripsalis it is? And yeah, if you have any tips for me, presumably you just treat it like a jungle cactus. I haven't done that much research yet, so I'll have to do a bit more. But yeah, if anyone has any personal experience of this one, do let me know, as I would love to hear your care tips. So next is another little Tradescantia. This one is more of a smaller version. Got the same kind of colouring as the Nanook, but it's tiny and very delicate. And yeah, the leaves are just not quite as thick. And I'm not entirely sure which plant this is, which Tradescantia, so if anyone knows, do let me know. I just know that it's really cute. It's just a kind of a baby plant. They had a baby plant section where you could get 3 for £10, and this is one of the ones that I got. And yeah, it's only little, and I don't normally buy baby plants, but they didn't have this one in a bigger plant, and Tradescantias are pretty fast growing, so I kind of felt comfortable picking up a smaller one. But I just thought that was really dainty and pretty, and yeah, I've just fully allowed myself to go into my Tradescantia phase, even though they have their imperfections. You can see that one's got a little bit there coming off and being a bit untidy. You've just got to prune them on a regular basis and stuff like that. But I'm actually building quite the collection now of Tradescantia, and I'm really loving them. So yeah, I decided to just let myself go full Tradescantia, as it were. But yeah, this one is just a tiny one, as I say, but because they're such fast growers, I'm really excited to see this one grow and watch it get big and full, because Tradescantias do tend to grow very, very fast. And then it was 3 for £10, so I also got this one. This is another Tradescantia, but look at that, it's all fuzzy. It's got a little fuzz on it. How cute is that? I've seen these on other plant shopping videos before from the US, but I've never seen them in the UK, the fuzzy ones, and they only had little ones of this fuzzy one, so I thought I'm going to snap one of those up because you don't see them that often, and it's just so cute the way they've got all this fuzz on. And yeah, my husband actually found this one and he said, look at this, is that spider mites, or is it supposed to be like that? Because he's getting to know now what the signs of spider mites are. So yeah, and so I'm really glad he brought this one to my attention, because it's kind of quite cool and unique with that fuzz. And I did look up what it's called, but I have forgotten. Hopefully I've put it up on screen for you though. But I think it does have some variegation too, some kind of like yellowy variegation or lighter variegation. So it will be really interesting to see this one grow. And I think there's just 2, maybe 3 plants in the pot. I think there's one that's been kind of chopped. So if this one is a fast grower like other Tradescantias, I would definitely kind of chop and prop it. And yeah, I have it in this glass container at the moment. It's in a very small pot, so I didn't really have an awful lot that fitted it. But yeah, I'll be excited to watch this one grow and to propagate it and make a fuller pot. But yeah, I just thought that was really cute and fun. And yeah, you do have to stroke it. It's hard not to, really, because it's so soft and fuzzy. But yeah, another fun Tradescantia to add to the collection, and I'm really looking forward to seeing these Tradescantias grow in spring, summer, because once they get going, and they are pretty fast, they do actually continue to grow in the colder months too. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how much progress they make during spring and summer. I really can't wait. And then, as I said, it was 3 for £10, so I chose another one. This one's not a Tradescantia. This one is what is this called? I've forgotten. I think it's Peperomia Hope. Let me see. Oh, the label's gone. I think it's Peperomia Hope. If not, I will put the name on screen, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And yeah, I'm getting a bit brave with my peperomias now. I'm really enjoying looking after them. I've put this one in this little llama pot, which I think looks really, really cute. And yeah, as I say, I'm getting a little bit more confident now with peperomias, so I decided that it was okay for me to give this one a go, and hopefully this one will be okay. So once you understand that peperomias are semi-succulents, that makes it a lot easier. I think when I first started out, I kind of didn't really understand that. So I'm hoping this one will grow well. I've seen this one online a lot, and I've almost bought it online a few times. And then I've thought, no, I'll wait until I see one in real life. And I finally saw this one. So yeah, I decided to snap it up. So there it is. I don't know if this is a fast grower. If anyone else has it, please let me know. I believe it's quite a common plant, so I'm sure lots of you have this one. Does it come in a variegated version, I wonder? I think that could be really cool. I'd definitely like to get my hands on one of those. But I like the kind of the shape of the leaves on this one. There's something, they're kind of like large coins, aren't they? They're almost round, but not quite. Something pretty about it. Yeah, I really like this one. But if anyone has any experience of this one, again, do let me know, because yeah, this is my first time with this plant, but I've been a bit brave this time and I bought a few smaller plants that I'm going to try and grow myself, because yeah, I'd like to kind of improve my confidence of starting plants at a smaller size and kind of getting that satisfaction of growing them. I do like buying the bigger plants too, but I thought I would mix it up a bit this year and yeah, just do some growing of my own, so we can hopefully compare them in a year's time and see how much they've grown. Hopefully they wouldn't have perished. I'm sure the odd one will, because odds are there's going to be the odd one that perishes, but yeah, I will do my best for them. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and until next time guys, take care.